So this is his second channel. The channel is only to promote his comics, right? And his comics good. I haven't read the second issue yet, but his comics fucking good. So he posted this video, pressure being a black creator, because he was getting into all these online discourses with people calling him a racist, that he panders to white people, the whole nine. Now, for those of you that know me, MugenLord's my homie. He's been on the show multiple times. He used to be a regular on Countercast. I've had him on my show to promote his book. We talk video games. He's a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. He came on the show when we had the voice of Eggman on to do an interview with the voice of Dr. Robotnik with me. MugenLord's good fucking people. So I really wanted to, it was so great to see this video blow up 2 days ago, 22,000 views. It got his channel, not only, his second channel wasn't even over 1,000 yet. This one video not only broke him into the Thou Wow, but over 1,430. That's awesome. I'm so proud of the dude for how well the video's done. Let's see what he actually has to say.
I came across a interesting question over social media, and it says, as a black comic creator, do you feel pressure to create stories specifically for black people? And honestly, that question stuck.
Now, I hate this question. I mean, obviously, I want to hear his thoughts. I'm going to commentate on his thoughts, but I'm going to give my own thoughts as well, because I've got a whole lot of thoughts on this. Shout out, Gooch. How you doing, homie? Congrats on your wedding again. What's up, everyone? Bro, hope things are good. Things are fucking great. Anyway, so, again, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Gooch. I hope everything's going good for you as well, man. So, as a black comic publisher, do you feel pressure to make comics only for black? Why would you do that? Like from a marketing standpoint, why would you do that? Black people are like 7% of the population. Comics are already a dying art in general. Comic books are dying by and large. Most of them aren't getting funded. And the ones that are getting funded are usually like from other comic book creators and whatnot. So it's kind of this incestuous circle jerk of comic creators funding other people's comics. And it's absolutely ridiculous. But so for the average non-comic reader, why would you, if you're black, make it a focus on black people when that's not even a very good, piece of the market share? Dude, Mugen's comic, does it star black people? Mostly, yes. Is it for black people? No, it's for fucking anyone that likes to see anime-esque dudes killing fucking vampires in a dystopian future. It's awesome.
To create stories specifically for black people. And honestly, that question stuck with me, because the more I thought about it, the more I realized something I've been dealing with ever since I launched Venus Orion Comics last year.
Now, mind you, Venus Orion Comics only got 2 books out. This is him showing like his expanded universe. Whole lot of actual natural diversity, characters that he just likes the idea of. White guy right front and center, but it's such a stupid argument.
Not just as a comic creator, but as a black creator in general. And I think this conversation is much bigger than comics, because one thing that I've started to notice over the year since I launched Venus Orion Comics is that black creators are expected to create a very specific type of art. And if you don't...
No, Mugen is not gay. No, Mugen's got a daughter, and Mugen's very straight.
Then your blackness gets questioned. So recently there was some controversy surrounding...
He is 1,000% correct. If you are not catering to the hood weeb style black, your blackness gets... I've watched this happen to him. I've watched this happen to Kata. I've watched this happen to Atreus. I've watched this happen to LG Gilmer. I've watched this happen to fucking Vagabond in the chat. I've watched this happen to Fenrir the Ice Wolf. A lot of black content creators that I consider myself cool with or even friends with, I've seen this happen to all of them.
YouTuber named Comics Explained. Now, if you're on the comic side of YouTube, then you already know who this is. I've been watching him pretty much for years. Well, recently, over time, he started getting pretty much criticized or attacked.
Because Comics Explained is black, because he has a massive platform, people, mostly black people, want him to cover black comic books.
And by the way, they want him to cover black comic books. All right, fair enough. What kind of black comic books? Because he then went on to say, I'm going to check out Rippaverse. Well, not that kind of black. Not that kind of black. Eric July is a racist. He's a self-hating black. There's just no fucking winning with these people.
And because you can say he doesn't see race, he just sees a comic as a comic, and maybe he says there are some comics he does not want to cover, people call him out for his coverage to cover, to not to cover, how he covers it, if he gets covered.
And the controversy had gotten so big to the point that he had to step away from YouTube for quite some time. And watching this unfold made me reflect on something. Why are black creators constantly expected to fit into a social or political box? And why does it feel like we're not allowed to?
Because black people are only allowed to think one way, look one way, vote one way, act one way, and if you step outside that box in any way, shape, or form, you are coon, son! You are Uncle Tom!
To simply exist as ourselves creatively, because this is something that I've personally experienced. Like, ever since I launched
Dude, do you know how many people, hold on, let's
creatively, because this is something that I've personally experienced.
Dude, look at his hair, right? MugenLord gotta be the only person on the entire internet going toe-to-toe with me for the best hair, right? Like, I'm gonna give credit where to do. MugenLord's hair looking pretty fucking good. Dude, do you see how often, if you don't follow him on X, you wouldn't know this, but if you follow him, you probably see this once every month or so. Just random darkies coming at him, being like, oh, you're just trying to be white because of your hair. Like, you want to be white so bad, look at your hair. Because he doesn't have stereotypical black fucking hair, they come at him. Like, what the fuck? Dude, it's hair, and his hair looks good, by the way.
Like, ever since I launched Variant Colors Vampire Killers last year in 2025, I've been going to conventions, promoting the comics, spoken with readers, and there's a pattern that I've also noticed while I attended these conventions. A lot of times, another black person would approach my booth, and they'll compliment my work. They'll even say that the world building is interesting, and that the art is cool, and the characters seem interesting. And then eventually the conversation begins to shift, the tone, the feel, the atmosphere.
And let me take a wild guess. And by the way, it's not gonna be a wild guess. Me and Mugen have talked about this multiple times. But let me take a wild guess and pretend I'm being authentic here about what it's gonna change to. Hey, why are you using an anime art style? Hey, how come your characters don't look like me? How come they've got like, how come they don't have nappy hair? How come they don't have big lips or whatnot? Like, I good goddamn guarantee you that's what he's about to say.
Between the two of us just start to feel a bit uncomfortable or uneasy for a moment. And suddenly I am hit with that question. And that question is, why don't your comics represent us? Or your characters don't look black?
There it is. There. Represent us is a shady fucking way of saying, why don't your characters look black enough? And by the way, look stereotypically black enough is what that actually means, but they won't say that.
Or this feel too inspired by anime. And what that really mean is that my art doesn't match what they...
I mean, look at that. That is fucking cool. All right, hold on.
And what that really mean, or this feel too inspired by anime. And
yeah,
what that really
of course it feels inspired by anime. He's a fucking fan of anime. MugenLord has always been a fan of anime. We've talked about anime all day. He talks about it on his fucking channel all the time. He talks about it on streams and whatnot. Yeah, if you're inspired by anime, you're probably going to roll with an anime art style. And by the way, he doesn't even draw this, by the way. He has an artist, a female artist, because, hey, it's just giving fucking women work over in, like, Europe or something like that. So, like, this is a cool fucking art style. When I look at this character, I thought I was a racist. I thought I was a proud racist. How come I can look at this character and be like, yeah, looks like a black guy. But to the black people himself, it's not black enough? I can look at this and tell it's a black dude.
Is that my art doesn't match what they believe black art should look like. And that's the part that frustrates.
Again, I don't know. Character was pretty fucking black to me. I see dreads. I see a little bit of some goateeness, some brown eyes. Character looks plenty black to me. But I don't know, he's done it in a fucking anime art style.
Frustrates me the most. What exactly does black enough means creatively? I have black characters. Variant Colors Vampire Killers is actually the first comic book series led by black characters to launch my universe of Phase 1, The Foundation. Because the issue isn't actually about representation. The issue is they want a specific type of representation, whether it's aesthetics.
Bingo, bango, they want a specific type. Look right here. Oh, man, we got the strong black woman. You can tell she got some nappy hair. You can tell she got some big lips that's being accentuated by the lipstick. Oh, she's the right kind. I don't even know if she's dark enough. But yeah, this is, and again, this is, Kairana. This is from Gachi Yakuda, who was just recently ran off the internet because she's a racist. Like, what are we fucking doing here?
A specific skin tone, a specific cultural performance, And if it don't fit their definition, then suddenly it doesn't count. I remember being at ZoloCon of 2024 promoting Variant Colors Vampire Killers up into the actual campaign launch of 2025. And I remember being approached by another black creator who came to my booth, and he told me my comics had potential, or he would say, it's all right. And the thing that really stood out the most to me is that he was saying that the art style and the direction I decided to go is what's going to hold me back as a black creator. Because
first of all, not the case. He's gotten his books funded so far. Art style. First of all, by the way, manga has been outselling comics for like a decade now. If anything, the art style is not going to hold him back. It's going to bolster his book because people have stopped reading comics. People are reading manga now. So going with a more anime/manga art style could help him. But he said the magic words. He said, hold him back as a black creator. The fuck my homie's skin color got to do with it? Why, if it wouldn't hold him back as a white creator, as an Asian creator, as a fucking Latino creator, what you're basically saying is that black people aren't gonna buy your book because you're not representing them. Well, fuck it. If it's not for them, it's not for them.
It favors too much of the anime side of things.
By the way, why would that hold black people back from buying it? Black people love anime! Now, granted, black people are mostly fucking shonen tards that don't watch anything outside of Naruto and Bleach and Dragon Ball and shit like that. But that being said, black people fucking love anime. So even that criticism doesn't make sense.
And he pretty much basically told me to my face that anime and manga is for Asians. And I would never...
Let's do a quick image search. Black anime fan. Black dude. I don't know, maybe these are the same. Maybe these two are the same guy. No, I can't really tell them apart. Seeing some black characters here. Yeah. Point is, black people love anime. Fucking, here we go. We got Afro Samurai. Done by Samuel L. Goddamn Jackson. Like, what are we fucking doing here? Black people love anime. It's been a pretty well documented thing. Like I said, black people are mostly shonen tards, and that sucks. Blacks watching. If I have any blacks watching besides Vagabond, because I know Vagabond, an actual real anime fan that doesn't only watch shonen, expand your horizons. Watch some sci-fi. I know it's got big words in it. You'll be fucking fine. I believe in you. Watch some romance. Like, you can actually see what a healthy lifestyle looks like and not just abandoning women. Point is, expand your fucking horizon, black people. But yes, keep enjoying anime as long as you're not going to be a fucking hoodweeb about it.
Never have a seat at their table. Then he turned around and just said to me that I should make my work look more black because that's where the money is. And I remember sitting there saying,
the dude in the video? Yeah. I will link both his X and the video when this is done. But yeah, this is my friend MugenLord. He is awesome. He's fucking legendary. I'll link both his channels. This is actually being done on his comic channel. I want to link his main channel as well, which mostly covers gaming. Dude's a fucking fantastic gamer as well.
Saying that, why can't this just be my style? This style that I chose is a marriage between both Western and Eastern that I love together and brought them together to create the style that I have. Why does my creativity suddenly becomes invalid because it doesn't fit somebody else's idea of blackness? And why do I need permission to create stories that I want to tell? After he said that, and
who do you need that permission from? Other black bums who aren't fucking doing anything with creation, who aren't actually creating anything, who aren't making a legacy, who aren't doing YouTube, who aren't doing comics, who aren't making video games, or if they are doing them, they're doing it the right way, like Compulsion Games did with that South of Midnight game. What the fuck? Like, whose permission you can even ask?
Criticizing my work and saying that it's all right. He takes out his phone and shows me his work, and he's the creator of the HBCU universe, which is the
okay. Dude, I'll be real. This looks way more stereotypical than anything fucking Mugen's done. Like, this right here, people these are the same people that bitch and moan about Barrett in Final Fantasy being a stereotype. These are the same people that bitch and moan that Barrett in Final Fantasy VII is a goddamn stereotype. You basically just drew Barrett, bitch. You can't complain, oh, Barrett's not good representation, he's just a stereotype. Meanwhile, you're criticizing MugenLord for going through well, like, with an original, or at least semi-original, art style because it doesn't look black enough. Like, they're speaking out both sides of the mouth, which is easier for black people on account of their lips are bigger, but that's neither here nor there.
Historically black college universe that he created of superheroes. And he showed it to me.
Welcome to the Gator Pit, son.
No. No way.
Welcome to the Gator Pit, son.
The stereotype here is fucking palpable. Holy shit.
Off the whole block ice cream, yo.
To me, this seems way more stereotypical. Like, this is the sort of thing that black people, again, they're spinning out both sides of the mouth, because would bitch about. If anybody that wasn't black made this, they would throw an absolute fit saying it's racist. Now, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I don't know. I ain't seen it, but let me tell you, it seems very stereotypical.
And after he showed it to me, and I'm looking like, seriously? Looking at his work and then looking at mine?
Damn it, kid, I'm on my way.
What is going on
Kid, did you
here?
forget? The party was canceled to avoid a potential police raid. Your friend should already know that.
No fucking way. Is he even human?
Jasmine, step away from the window.
Between the two, artistically wise, I'm not, like, unbiased, not defending Mugen because he's my friend. Between the two, in just terms of what do I think visually looks better, what would I choose if I didn't know either of these people, and I don't know the other guy to be fair, based on just visual aesthetics, I'm going with MugenLords every time.
Right now.
Damn it. Looks like the police are headed in your direction.
No, wait. Jasmine!
Only then will you become the man I remember. Hezekiah Trippin.
What up, love it?
Seriously? And what's even more frustrating as a black creator is that you're being attacked from both sides of the spectrum. Because one side, if there's any hints of black or any hints of diversity.
Alright, just being in the game isn't the issue. Her design is bad. She's the least attractive female, even less attractive than the two males, but they still went out of their way to put her on the ads and the third main character. That makes me not trust the content, especially in 2024. Okay, we know what you're about. Just drop it, mess, and own it.
It's automatically labeled as woke. Don't even investigate it. Don't even research.
And mind you, that's true. That's you. Like, there are subsects of the internet out there, like our John Della backholes of the world, that like they see a chick in it, they see a black dude or whatever. Oh, automatically woke. You saw this with Furiosa. I made a big fucking deal about this when Furiosa was announced, because when you watch the trailer for Furiosa, there was nothing woke about that trailer. Now, it looked like a dog shit movie, but it looked like a dog shit movie based on the grounds of, like, the CGI looked awful. The action choreography didn't look good. It wasn't a particularly cut trailer. Like, it was, everything about it as a film seemed bad. Furiosa herself getting her own story was no big fucking deal. She was an established character within Mad Max, and homeboy that made the Mad Max movies, I'm blanking on his name, had been saying since 2015 he wanted to do a Furiosa movie. Like, this is... You do have your subsects of the quote-unquote, like, anti-woke crowd or whatever, that the moment they see a fucking jigaboo in a video game, they're gonna be like, oh, it's woke, it's woke. Like, no. I'm sorry, nah. We've got plenty of cool-ass black fucking characters. Now, there's gonna be other signs. I'll put it there. There's gonna be other signs. I look at a design like this, now, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a game or whatnot. I see a design like this. I like this. I think this looks cool. I think this, I genuinely like the design of this character. Shit, if you look at my top 5 favorite anime of all time, one of them is a series called Carol and Tuesday. Let me show y'all what the main character, here we go. These are the main characters of Carol and Tuesday right here. Notice how Carol's a black chick? Carol's awesome. Favorite character in the fucking anime. Carol is awesome. And now, mind you could kind of say the show is, I'll admit, there's some pretty lefty-style political themes to that show, so it is what it is. But it's a good fucking show. I like it. It's not inherently woke just because black.
Search it. They see a black creator. They see some diversity. and it's automatically woke. And I've said this in a video months ago or even a year ago that I even addressed some of the racism that actually does exist, legitimate racism, where they don't want black people or...
Oh, and Del Walker, he's a black dude. He's a piece of shit. He's like coming at, attacking Smash JT, attacking anti-woke people and whatnot. And he was attacked by his own kind, the wokies, for this post. And in fact, he and I interacted over this post. So we had a pretty cordial interaction, despite the fact that he's an absolute insane individual.
Any forms of diversity represented at all in comics, video games, and even movies or any form of entertainment. And I addressed that in a 40-minute video. So if you want to go check that out, you can check it out as well. So as a black creator, you also have to deal with that. But then there's the other side. And that other side is people always questioning whether your work is black enough. So you end up in this weird space where one side rejects you for simply existing, and then the...
Is your work black enough? Man, God, what would you rather read? Like, between these two, what would you rather read? Mugen's comic? You know, the fucking dope-ass vampire-killing comic that has got black characters, which are fucking awesome? Or would you rather read By Odin's Fade? Miles Morales with the fucking kicks or whatever, with the Jordans, saying all sorts of stereotypical black shit. It's... What, between those two, what do you think is better representation?
Other side rejects you for not performing your identity correctly, and that's exhausting. And I've experienced this directly with one of my characters. Just a couple months ago on social media, I posted and revealed one of my black female characters who goes by the name Dr. Yolanda Briggs. And she...
Bro, he got fucking flamed for her not being black enough. Because of her hair. It always goes back to the fucking hair with these goddamn black people, these fucking hoodweebs. Guys, this is an attractive character model right here. Like, this is... Look at that. That's an attractive character model right there. What's the deal with her hair? Her hair is apparently too white. Her hair isn't nappy, so she's not a real black character. She's fucking cool, and she's hot. Yeah, it's great character design. Show it off on the big screen one more time. Show it off on the big screen one more time. Look at this. This is a cool character design. Oh, but her name is Yolanda. Her name is Yolanda. Yeah.
She makes her first debut in Variant Killers, Vampire Killers, Chapter 2 next year when I launch my Kickstarter campaign in 2027. So be on the lookout for that. And also shout outs to the voice actress of Dr. Yolanda Briggs, Akshima. She has done a really good job. Anyway, I did not expect her to bring so much controversy once I made the post, because the blackness crowd has stepped in and told me that she's not a black woman. And just picture this for a minute.
There's nothing about this depiction that denotes blackness, in my opinion. How about the fact that she's got black fucking skin, you troglodyte? She could easily be Hindu or Indian or a well-tanned white woman, which I'm against neither, but black representation should actually be represented. Otherwise, what's the point? Or she's just a fucking cool character on her own goddamn merits. Like, are you really serious with this bullshit? And of course, this is coming from a black dude. Thomas Redacted. Thomas_Redacted. And I wonder if we look up his X account right now. I wonder where he is from. Let's see. Thomas Redacted. Yeah, first of all, he's a fucking nobody criticizing Mugen who actually knows his shit. Okay, at least we know he's probably actually from the U.S. considering he's connected via the United States Android app and account based in the U.S. I truly wasn't sure if that would be the case.
The creator. I am the creator. And a black...
Yeah, I'm calling BS on the last part. I've seen plenty of Indian women and only a handful of tan, white, Greek, or Mediterranean women that look like this IRL. There's not a single black woman that looks like this IRL. If you made this, you should be able to do a better job showing black features. Like... What do these people want from artists, from creators, people who are just out there, again, actually doing something? Mugen's doing a whole lot more than I'm doing. I'm just making YouTube videos, bro. I'm just making YouTube videos talking about shit. I ain't exactly got the most artistic creativity within me. Now, to be fair, some of my videos, they're like the highly edited ones, like the Hoodweeb one, like the most recent one I did about mixtape. Those are bangers. I consider those art. But by and large, what do? I sit here and talk fucking politics. MugenLord out there actually making shit that it's not even like to fight the culture war. He's just making what he wants to make.
Creator on top of that told them that Yolanda Briggs is a black woman, but they're telling me that she's not. And this is from the same crowd on social media that would tell you to respect the author's creation. But now you have a black creator such as myself, and now they're telling me as the creator,
you specific trying your hardest to not give her any black features, definitely a choice. And of course, you got some fucking white guy saying that. Or maybe some sort of fucking Latino or Mexican or whatever. I don't know. Point is, like, this is ridiculous. You're specific, but he didn't even spell any of that, right? You specific trying your hardest to not give her any black features is definitely a choice. First of all, you specifically, but that's neither here nor there. You learning to spell and you learning to type accurately, that is also definitely a choice. But yeah, Leon, you're going to play mixtape? Hell the fuck no, I ain't.
that's not a black woman. And no matter how hard I try to plead the case and argue the point that Dr. Yolanda Briggs is a black woman, people still try to override it because Yolanda Briggs doesn't fit their ideal image of what a black character is supposed to look like. Meanwhile, these are the same people online who would claim completely unrelated anime characters as black based on hairstyle and vibes. And
he's objectively correct. This is the same crowd that swears up and down that Yoruichi in Bleach is black. She's not. She's Southeast Asian. Yoruichi isn't black. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Yoruichi right here. They are more than happy to claim Yoruichi is black, even though the creators, TJ Kubo has said multiple times, she's Southeast Asian. Guess what? Southeast Asian, they're pretty fucking dark. No, Yoruichi is not black. Katsuka is not black from Berserk. That one I didn't know. I don't know what she would be, but yeah, I didn't know that. To be fair, I also never really see Katsuka as one of the, like, bastions of black anime characters. But yeah, no, Kubo has said she's Southeast Asian.
what do I mean by that? You have a certain sector of black Twitter or the black anime community that will claim Piccolo as black. Will claim
Piccolo's fucking green! They'll claim Knuckles is black too. And to be fair, they claim Sonic is black, they claim Knuckles is black. Basically, anybody in Sonic that isn't Tails is black.
Knuckles from Sonic.
Fucking called it! Didn't even, dude, beat you to the punch, Mugen.
The Hedgehog as black. But for some reason, to these same people, Yolanda Briggs is not black. We can take it a step farther and take Yurichi from Bleach. For some
He's pulling every single example I already gave. We're not just pulling these out of nowhere. The reason he and I came up with the same 3 fucking examples off the top of our dome is because we see it every day on black Twitter.
For some strange reason, she's considered black, but Dr. Yolanda Briggs isn't black. You see where this conflict is coming from? You see?
Fucking Hypnosis pre-watched. No, I'm just real good at recognizing these fucking hoodweebs and fake black people, fake fucking fans that don't buy a goddamn thing because they don't have jobs.
Where this is not making any sense, and it gets even more insane when it comes to this. But the fact is that I'm always constantly being told that I'm trying to appease Asian people, white people, because of the artistic style that I chose to go with when it comes to Venus Orion comics. And now my artist, who is Chinese, who does all of my artwork.
Oh, I thought his artist was European. My bad.
Her name is Shabibit. She does a great job.
And Hypno's right. Ironically enough, I'm chimping out over these fucking chimps.
With all of the animation and work she has done as my artist ever since 2020 up until now, and we've been working together really well. And here it is, we have these group of people telling me that I should fire my artist and get a
just because you say something doesn't make it true. Yes, she is your creation, but she's not black, to be honest, not in the eyes of many. Yeah, and you don't get to decide. You didn't fucking create, you dumb son of a bitch. Instead of bowing to Eastern culture, you should find a better artist and not be so ashamed of your heritage. What would make him ashamed of his hair? You want to know what? He's got great heritage, or at least, I don't know about heritage, but he's got a great family unit. His dad and mom stayed together. They raised their kids. They had money. They got the new game systems. They would hang out with their father. You know, like his father worked at a fucking school, if I recall. What do you mean? Oh, not be ashamed of your heritage. Trust me, I good goddamn guarantee Mugen got a better relationship with his father than Thomas fucking Redacted here.
Black artists in order to properly
Correct, Gooch. They would. It would.
This is getting out of control. And yet, these are the same people that demand these Eastern studios to validate their existence. You can't make this up. At some point, I begin to realize that this conversation isn't really about representation anymore. It becomes identity gatekeeping. And over time, I realized something important. Some people who look like you won't like you for being yourself. Their goal isn't to support your creativity.
Correct. Some people, guys, I'll be real. There's a whole lot of white lefties out there. I don't give them a pass on being retarded left-wing nut jobs on account of, oh, well, you know, we're vaguely the same skin color. That's fucking retarded. And yes, anyway, I'm actually probably more black than Mugen. This is true. Between me and Mugen, I'm probably more. Minorities hold each other down more than any white person ever has. Fucking agreed.
Creativity.
Well, Asians don't do that to each other. Asians will hold other Asians down, and like the Japs will hold the Chinese down, and vice versa and whatnot. But that's because like I'm actually impressed at the level of Asian racism. I am. Because I look at Asians, and the only one I can tell the difference is Filipino. Filipinos do look different on account of, you know, like it's. I don't know what it is, but Filipinos look different. But if you were to show me a South Korean, a Chinese person, and a Japanese person all next to each other, bro, I could not tell the fucking difference. I don't know how them Asians can do it. That's some advanced mathematical racism, and I'm kind of impressed by it.
Their goal is to make sure that you stay inside their version of blackness that they approve of. And if you step outside of that, you become a problem. And honestly, I'm not interested in creating from that mindset. I created Venus Orion Comics because there's stories I want to tell, worlds I want to build, characters I want to explore. And I also reject the idea that black creators should only create stories centered around race or cultural identity. Some creators want to do that, and that's completely fine. And hell, I even supported black creators in their comics that support and only focus on black narrative, black stories, that black identity, and they have some great stories. There's also a manga studio that
notice how he was going there, showing all of his fucking comics and whatnot, the art he has on the back of his walls, which, to be fair, is his own original art. You know, he's a hentai artist as well. But the point is, I could goddamn guarantee that he has supported more black creators and actually bought and read black comics than any of these people throwing a fucking bitch fit about his work. He's out here actually practicing what he preaches, and they just want to say some dumb shunt X for clout to their 170 fucking followers. El Murbot with a two-banger. Most are casual and racist. Asians playing on pro. Correct.
just focuses on the greatness of black identity, which is Saturday AM Studios. You can go check them out. So it exists, but it's not mandatory. And black creators like myself, such as Eric July in the Ripperverse and Corey Kenshin in his manga called The Monsters We Make, and
okay, hold on, full stop. It's not a manga. It's not. It's a comic. Corey Kenshin didn't make a manga. It wasn't made in Japan. Beyond that, everything else he said is pretty correct. But Corey Kenshin didn't make a manga. It wasn't made in Japan.
Just recently, Jada Concept just released his own manga. Creators like us, we don't adhere to those rules or those social obligations that was thrusted upon us as black creators. We don't adhere to that. We create stories that
Leon is ricing out is fucking wild. News for black... Art Attack X. I think I follow that account. News for black fans that were needlessly mad at Kei Arana. I gotta say the conversation of representation is tiring. The new talking point of we never get proper representation is strange to me, because in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, there were plenty of great black characters, created naturally because it was cool, not to fill a checkbox, like some of the bigger corporations do these days. Everything today is race, race, race. A person's whole identity, not just skin color. The media didn't help either, as I'm remembering an article listing Finn in Star Wars as the first black character in sci-fi. Are we serious? Reminds me when Jennifer Lawrence said that she was the first woman to lead an action movie. The revisionist history in this one, in order to heighten negative emotions, must end. Once again, if you don't like what's out, find something new. And look at all the black fucking characters he has got right here. Bishop, Afro Samurai, Blade, Huey. I'm not particularly familiar with this character, to be 100% honest. You got Homeboy from Predator 2. I'm blanking on his name. But the point is, Predator 2, I think it's Black Dynamite. Some sort of blaxploitation character. Point is, look at all these fucking black characters right here.
We want to create, and that should be completely fine. Growing up, I love Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men.
Adira. Whoa, I'm gonna have to try this name. Hold on a sec, because you might be new. Adira Derader? Did I say it right? Adira Derader? Either way, for a 20 banger, says, yeah, I pre-ordered Jay the Concept's book. Check him out. I have no idea who Jay the Concept is. I'm happy to check it out. Thank you for the 20 banger. I'm sure MugenLord will probably tell me all about it, because I bet he knows. But shout out for the 20 banger. Thank you. If you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. You know what? I meant to play clips last time, and I forgot to play clips, so I'll play a clip right now. For a 20 banger, I'm going to show you Leon Brassing as a Bonix. What this channel is all about, my man. What this channel is all about. This is for you. Here's some horsecock.
Horse semen's great.
I'm digging horsecock.
Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me say it. Nay. Ooh, as I keep more.
My favorite stallion that I keep in my top drawer kinda goes hard though.
'Cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock and eat horse.
I don't know how we're going to ever top horsecock. Shout out, thank you for the 20 banger. Hopefully you sub after that. Appreciate you, homie.
Superman. And
yes, by the way, to whoever said that, somebody said about Spawn. If people forget Spawn is black. Yes, people do forget Spawn's black.
Definitely Dragon Ball Z. None of those characters look like me, and yet I had a connection with them. Because great characters connect through
Perfect,
pain,
thank you, Adder.
ambition, motivation.
Sleepy Nova, member for 6 months. You know, I'm a black anime fan. I love dark shonen, fantasy, and mecha anime. When it comes down to these hoodweeb, they don't know crap. First of all, I don't think I knew you were black. Not that it fucking matters, but you know what? Thank you for breaking the stereotype of the fucking hoodweebs out there and the darkies and the black peoples only watching goddamn shonen.
Hope and
Thank you for member for 6 months as well.
Not just race. Every black kid I knew in the hood loved Dragon Ball Z. Everyone.
What did I say earlier, dude, about black people loving anime? Yes, man, Atreus has told us stories about him stealing the Yu-Gi-Oh cards when he was a kid, because all the black kids love Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, of course, they had to fucking steal the cards because, you know, it's Atlanta.
Wanted to be Goku and Vegeta. And
fucking Atreus is out there building Gundams on Saturday Night Hypnosis every Saturday now that I think about it. Atreus has got his camera off, building Gundams in the nude. I'm not making this up. He has said it. He's sitting there, black balls out, fucking building Gundams instead of participating properly in Saturday Night Hypnosis. I don't want to hear this whole black people won't buy my comic because, or black people won't buy your comic because it's Asian and manga inspired and shit.
Their race had nothing to do with it. We knew we were those characters. And don't lie, some of you even pretended in your room trying to transform into a Super Saiyan. Nobody cared about their race. We connected with their journey. And that's how I approach storytelling with Venus and Ryan comics. No matter black, white, Latino, or Asian, you could pick up a chapter of
But notice he didn't say Latina because women don't read comics.
VK and relate to Hezekiah, Isaiah, Caleb, even Varian himself. You should be able to connect with Darnell Brooks, the Dust Defender, despite him being black.
Golden Apples just became a member all on his own. Shout out, Golden Apples. Thank you so much. I hope your game is released soon, homie. It's looking great.
Even with my mixed race characters, such as Princess Adax and Faith Tanaka. Hell, I can't wait to tell Lazarus' story once we explore the cosmic corner of my universe, because these characters deal with struggle and show motivations that anyone can relate to, because these characters are not...
Yeah, because it's almost like the hero's journey and the hero's story is kind of irrelevant to their fucking skin color in most instances. Now you're gonna obviously there's gonna be some stories that are pretty like inherently black fucking stories, like Juice, you know, the Tupac movie Juice. That wouldn't have worked with a white guy. Let's be real. That's. But by and large, most dude, if Star Wars came out, and I know Tiger King, you despise Star Wars. I get it, but this is a pretty good example, you know, that's everyone's gonna understand. So yes, I know you despise Star Wars. If Star Wars came out, you know, it's 1976, and the casting of Luke Skywalker was fucking black back then, and his story was the exact same, nobody would have given a fuck.
Not only just fictional, but they also have hope. They represent that brokenness that people have trying to survive a chaotic world. And at the end of the day, I don't believe that black creators should be forced into a creative box. We should be allowed to experiment, create freely, take inspiration from other culture.
Hard to disagree with you. Girls and women do read manga and watch anime. It's different than the ones that go for a different genre. No, okay. Tiamat Lord, you might be new to the channel. I'm a pretty raging misogynist and like to rail against women just because it's fucking hilarious.
And most importantly, tell the stories that we want to tell. Not stories designed to satisfy a social checklist. Because the moment the creators lose the freedom to create authentically, art starts becoming performance rather than passion.
At that point, if it's becoming performance, it's not art. Unless, of course, it's performance art, but that's a little bit fucking different.
And honestly,
Abomination AJ says, I want Charmy to be melanated. I hate this motherfucker.
I'd rather fail being myself than succeed pretending to be someone that I'm not. So let me ask you, do you feel that creators today are pressured to fit into identity expectations? And should the artist feel there's an objective answer to this. Do you feel creators today are pressured to be... The fact that this video exists and that he was able to show examples... Notice how he was doing something that Disney never does. Oh, Kelly Marie Tran had to deactivate her Instagram account because of all the racism. And it would only show the same 3 posts over and over by people mysteriously with no profile pictures. Like, that's not... Homeboy is actually out here showing full-on receipts of him being, at least them attempting to pressure him into it. So this isn't even a question with a, like, oh, here's my opinion. You can objectively say, yeah, black creators, probably creators in general, but black creators are 100% pressured to do stuff that fits within a certain box, within a certain narrative, within a certain demographic, within a certain stereotype. Yeah, that pressure is undeniably there. Now, to what level we can debate, but it's there for sure. Obligated to represent their race or culture in a specific way. Let me know in the comment sections below. And thanks for watching this video. This is Brian Howard Blackson Jr. signing off.
Excellent video. My boy Mugen absolutely killed it. So here's the dealio. If you guys don't follow him, first of all, I'm gonna link 3 things. This is the link to that video. That's on his second channel for his comic book, which you should check out. His comic is fucking great. His comic is fucking great. You should check that out. If you're more into the gameplay side of things, if you like gaming, his main channel, MugenLord, this one right here, which I will link to you guys. Capcom Fighting Game Collection Review. Ask us anything. Okay, he did a stream with LG a couple days ago. LG, another friend of the fucking channel. LG's awesome. He's doing tech reviews on fucking microphones. His video, this was a very good video. I don't have time for games like I used to. Talking about how, like, he wants to play games, he's still a gamer, but doesn't have the time. His thoughts on Xenoverse 3, Pragmata, like, the dude's a gamer through and fucking through. So yeah, link his channel, and then let me find his X account. I would love for people to go support my boy. Like, MugenLord, he is a good friend, he's a good creator, he's a good writer. I just like giving my boys big ups. But there's his X account if you want to follow him there. So yeah, dude's a legend, dude's a friend, and hopefully you all give him, you know, your thoughts and opinions, and maybe even end up picking up his book. Who's to say?